everyone, and welcome inside to Farmington High School for tonight's matchup between the Davis Darts and Farmington Phoenix. My name is JT Wisdersill, excited to be with you on the call for this exciting Region 1 showdown. For Davis, a little bit of a disappointing start so far on the season, 6-6, but that's to be expected when you are losing so much talent. On the opposite side, for the Phoenix, they're off to an 8-3 start after losing one of the state's best players last season, simply put, in Colin Chandler. His Utah Mr. Basketball sign hangs here inside the Phoenix's gym, and we're set to get this matchup just underway in a moment for the tip. First, the starting lineup for the Darts tonight. It'll be Colby Wicker, Zach Fisher, his cousin Alex Fisher, Caden Eggett, and Ike Morgan. Looking at it for the opposite way for the Phoenix: Cole Johnson, Adam Stuckey, Ethan Atkinson, Jaden Haskell, and Paul Beatty. And the Darts control it first. As we are underway, you're watching KSL Sports Rewind. It's a packed house inside Phoenix Arena tonight. They feed it in the post early. Outside triple for Wicker. He starts it off with a three. Quick hit for the Darts. Their money from the outside. Wicker on the season averages 11 points per game and has been a threat all season long from three. Beatty has it up top. Picked up his dribble. He's stuck, looking for a teammate. Waits for someone to pop open up top. They do in Atkinson. Atkinson hounded by Wicker. Hands off. Phoenix working around, get Beatty atop of the key three. Beatty misses the shot. A little bit of a push there late from Eggett. Darts have it, driving is Fisher. Fisher cut off baseline by Beatty. Wicker works it around. Get it over to Fisher. The wing triple off the mark. Farmington fights for the board, it's controlled. They got a man open deep, but couldn't see Stuckey. Getting the screen is Johnson. Johnson feeds Stuckey. Up top, it's Haskell. Back over to Stuckey. They want to get it inside to Beatty. Dart's not letting that happen. Beatty gets it. 0 for 1 start for Beatty. He'll drive. Beatty takes the contact. Nearly traveled. Dart student section wanted one. Both student sections, I should say for Davis, they traveled exceptionally well. And the Phoenix showing out too. Not a seat in the house. And the Darts may be rattled by that noise over there because they already turned it over. This is a matchup the Darts won both games last season. Davis barely lost last season. Simply put, they were 22-2 overall. Those losses coming courtesy of Fremont and then Syracuse in the playoffs. Had an impressive win against Olympus early on in the season, the 5A state champions as well. Up top, it's Stuckey. They want to get it into Beatty, and they're going to call a foul. Very physical down low is Eggett. The 6'3" forward has a tough matchup when trying to stop the 6'7" Beatty. I know this is my first high school game of the season, but I got to tell you, I can't remember many gyms being as loud as this one. As we wasted no time finishing off is Haskell. The energy in here is outstanding by both sides. Wicker hands it off. Up top, it's Fisher. Darts working it around. Feed it in at the high post to Fisher. Fisher works inside, guarded by Beatty. High finish, won't fall. Farmington has it. Johnson pushes it ahead. Johnson on the attack. Swings it back to Haskell. Over to Stuckey. Wanted to feed it inside. Fantastic defense from Eggett. Eggett on this season averages 1.6 steals per game. Already got his first one tonight after the strong deny down low. 5:20 to go in our first quarter. 3-2 the early lead. Swing it over to Wicker. On the side, it's Fisher. Shot clock down to 5. He'll swing it over in the corner. Fisher's got to fire. He drills it. The corner triple. The second points of the game for the Phoenix. And they lead it by 6. On the opposite end, Haskell wastes no time. He'll cash one in. Buckets are flying. In our 6-5 game. Apologies for the delay on our scoreboard as we get that fixed. The other way. And Farmington scores again. See Coach Sims frustrated at Fisher for not putting up a better contest that time around. Quick steal and score for Atkinson. So first it was the Haskell corner three, the Darts and Phoenix trading corner threes, and then it was Atkinson creating things in transition and finishing them off. Up top, Phoenix let him have it, and Eggett. This is a Davis team that lost players like Colby Sims, Rex Sunderland. Corner three, Stuckey. Off the mark. Student section was ready to explode if that one would fall. 7-6 to score. On the attack, it's Fisher. Fisher spins, hounded down low, and finishes. Great job creating a separation with the body and then going up strong to power his way through. Ball Beatty. Beatty inside. Beatty doubled. Beatty, nice reverse. The skills of Beatty. Of course, everyone talks about what Colin Chandler did last season, but people forget Beatty was second on this team in scoring at 12 points per game. And off to an even stronger start this year, up to 183 on the season, and he averages 16 a game. Eggett, he'll connect. He missed the first triple, but gets that one from the wing. Coach Sims is going to burn a timeout. We'll step away as well with 3:10 to go. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
Welcome back inside Farmington High School. Off to a quick start, 11-9 with 3 minutes to go. Both sides flying up and down, and once again, a packed house here for this Region 1 showdown. Coach Sims decided to burn his first timeout after the Eggett 3. Farmington trailing by 2, brings it up, 11-9. They trying to get into Beatty down low. He was doubled initially, but then he gets a one-on-one opportunity. Can't make the fadeaway. Darts right ahead. Fisher hands off to Morgan. Ike Morgan swings back. Eggett, can he get another? He will! Caden Eggett with his second 3 of the game. He missed his first, but then got one on the left, got one on the right wing. Darts bench loving it. Stuckey thought about the triple. Swings it up top to Jaden Haskell. Over to Stuckey. Haskell thought about trying to get it into Beatty. Beatty steps out. Haskell spins. Can he score? He will not, but it was a travel first. Frustrated Farmington. Davis led by head coach Chad Sims in his 9th year with the team, 160-48, the overall record, an outstanding number. And these last few seasons, just incredible seasons we've seen from the Darts. You talk about 2021, 2022, only 2 losses. 2022, 2021, only 4 losses. In 2019, only to 2020, only 2 losses. Triple. It's money. How about the Darts? Dazzling 3-point display. Ike Morgan connects from distance. A near turnover that time by the Phoenix. Up top, it's Atkinson. Atkinson has a mismatch down low against Atwater. He'll spin back, but he was too strong on it. Eggett's open. Can they feed him? Beatty tries to contest. Eggett running the floor, gets the score. The Phoenix burn a timeout. Casey Walkenhorst, head coach of Farmington, not liking what he's seeing as it's a huge run by the Darts. We'll step away. A 10-point Davis lead on KSL Sports Rewind.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
What a start for the Davis Darts. It was an 8-0 run to build what is now a 10-point lead for his team. Oh, excuse me, just realized we have our scoreboard a little turned around, so we'll get that corrected. Apologies for that. As Davis actually has 19, and it's Farmington with 9. See what the Phoenix respond with. Beatty drives baseline. Outstanding defense by Davis. I'll swing it over. Running the floor. Fisher, can he get the score? He won't. It rolls out. Johnson pushing the pace. Johnson breaking ahead. Johnson, Euros, tries to squeeze it through. Can't get the layup, but he was fouled. Coach Sims not a fan of the call. Here, just flying up and down, basket after basket in this one at breakneck speed. Colby Wicker going to check back in a moment. Hasn't really been many subs so far to speak up for either side. Braden Larson's come on for the Phoenix, and then as you see on your screen, Wicker coming back in. He originally checked out after Coleman Atwater came in, but they had to rest Agate. Agate did a great job defensively as we see the Phoenix miss both free throws that time around. Tough break for Farmington. We'll say Davis's record at 6-6, very deceptive because they have played a couple of out-of-state tough teams too, and even the in-state ones they played. You talk about Lone Peak, you talk about Sky Ridge, very tough Region 4 foes. Kick in the corner to Fisher. Fisher trying to attack Beatty baseline. Fisher spins and scores it. Beautiful footwork inside for Zach Fisher, the junior, giving it to Beatty early. Johnson drives, tries to swing a pass down low. Gets into Larson. Up top, it's Haskell. Haskell tried to spin, but it was a foul that time from Fisher. Just got 33 seconds remaining in this 21-9 game. Apologies once again for any score delays, so we have to enter them in manually, and I'd be lying to you guys if I said I wasn't swept up in the emotions of this game so far, because it has just been a fantastic fight between both sides. 30 seconds to go, shot clock turned off. Haskell drives, Haskell strong move, but he can't finish on the Euro. You can hear Coach Sims screaming, one shot and he's gonna get it. Fisher, hounded by Johnson. It was Wicker actually, who then gives it to Fisher. They go back. How about the start in this one for Fisher, already giving Beatty a few buckets inside. The strong footwork. 5 seconds, Fisher, he's gonna drive, he'll swing in the corner. Atwater tried to put it up, he can't. Tough break for the Darts as they couldn't get a shot off. 21-9, that'll end the first quarter. We'll move into the second on KSL Sports Rewind.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Second quarter action set to get underway inside Farmington High School. Phoenix set to toss it in. Still at just 9. Ever since that time, you know, it's always an interesting prospect to me when you take a timeout after a made three, but man, Coach Sims, what a timeout it was. It killed all the momentum Farmington had going, and they haven't scored since. Even Johnson, too strong there. They've missed a number of shots at the rim that just aren't falling their way early. You know that's going to change for Farmington, and the Darts no doubt know that too, so we'll see how they can turn around and deal with it. Wicker drives, tried to squeeze a pass in, but it deflected off the outstretched hands of Beatty. It's a fantastic start for Zach Fisher, the junior forward, 6'5", has been doing a great job. You know, Beatty's got 6'7", so he's got the 2 inches on him. You wouldn't be able to tell based on how this one's played out. Fisher finally going to get a rest. This will be Eggett check back in. Eggett had a nice start with a couple threes. Him and Fisher doing a lot of the early work. Eggett will get it inside. He wants to attack Beatty. Spins up, gets him in the air, but he can't finish. Johnson brings it up. Both these two teams love to run. Beatty thought about the 3. Instead, he searches, survey, gets out to Stuckey. Johnson drives. Johnson sends back. Stuckey's got an open shot. Instead, he'll drive. And on the blocking foul, that was a close one. Could have gone either way. This Fisher's going to have to come back in now for Haskell. I believe that's his second personal. Brox Turley, senior guard, also coming on. That's Alex Fisher. So Alex Fisher, Zach Fisher, and Eggett all to the bench. A lot of those guys have been important for Davis early. Davis tried to get the wave going, but it was no match for Stuckey. At least on the second free throw. Did miss the first, but points welcome for Farmington. Their first of the second. And their first in at least 3 minutes of game action. Just under 7 to go in our first half. On the drive, hanging in the air and finishing the floater is Carter. Excuse me. That time it was Brox Turley through the lane. That one deflected out of bounds, so it's a turnover. Actually, it might have been Coleman Atwater. I apologize for not getting that number down. Wicker feeds in to Atwater. Coleman Atwater, the sophomore guard, 6'2". He's made 23s on the season. He drives, hangs in the air, kicks it in the corner. We're waiting for the call. Was it offensive? We're waiting for a signal. I believe 2 officials having a conversation. It'll be a blocking foul. Assessed to Kauser. 4 fouls so far against Farmington, just 1 assessed to Davis. Be 2 shots for Atwater, which I thought Atwater was going for a pass. I believe that's the conversation they're currently having right now. Coleman Atwater was going through the lane, looked like he wanted to then feed, but I guess the argument they'll make is because no, they will turn it around, so there we go. I know he was rising up originally, but he did look like he was going for the pass, so I think a good call by our officiating crew, or our referees. Wicker, and that time of travel by Atwater. Phoenix will check it in. Beatty got off to a hot start. He and the rest of the Phoenix have been limited early. Thought about the 3. It's guarded by Fisher. See the zone defense on the inside as they scramble around. And it's a turnover by Fisher, but we'll get a foul first. Coach Sims very frustrated at that call. Blocking foul, be assessed to Ike Morgan. Stuckey in the corner. Work it over to Larson. They get it inside to Beatty. Beatty doubled, but holds it up high and is rewarded with an easy finish as the 2 Darts defenders flew on past him. 23-12, still an 11-point game. With 5:50 to go. Atwater lost it for a moment. Feed it back out to Kauser. Or check that. It's actually Turley. Over to Fisher. Give it up top to Atwater. On the drive, it's Wicker. Wicker tried to hang in. Couldn't finish it like he did the one earlier, but there was a reason. He was fouled. He'll have 2 opportunities at the line in a moment. First free throw. Won't fall. Appreciate all of you once again for spending your Friday night with us here at KSL Sports Rewind. We have tons of great high school action all across the state of Utah with Dusty Lister, Dane Stewart, and the rest of the crew all out in full forces to bring you the high school basketball coverage from KSL Sports Rewind. Second free throw will fall, so it's a 12-point lead now for Davis. 24-12 with 5:26 to play. Johnson rises through the lane. Another one that won't fall. Farmington is getting no bounces here early. Tough blow for them. Swing in the corner, it's Fisher. He's been dangerous from the inside, can't get it to go from the outside. Wicker on the boards, feeds the cutting Fisher. There's a lot of contact there. You can see the frustration from Coach Sims. He wanted a foul. Johnson slows it down. I shouldn't have even said slow, honestly. Both these teams flying up the court. Beatty wanted the shot. Fisher has done an outstanding job on Beatty. Haskell, that three won't fall. There is a lid on the basket for Farmington. Davis trying to capitalize on it. They've done a good job mounting this 12-point lead, but you know they want it to be more. Up top, it's Atwater. He'll hand off to Wicker. Wicker off to a hot start. Wicker takes the screen. Wicker fights through the contact. Morgan on the drive. Morgan trapped. Spins back, feeds Alex Fisher. Fisher up top, too strong. Rebound controlled. Atwater, hand in his face. That three won't fall. Has a man open deep, but it'll be a foul by Alex Fisher. So 4:21 to go in this one. An outstanding atmosphere, one of the best you will find in high school basketball. Both student sections in full force, parents, communities, all out here together, enjoying some great Region 1 action, as you guys are on KSL Sports Rewind. Larson in the corner, they feed it inside. Nearly out of bounds. You can see the student section protesting. They thought it touched off Beatty. Hard for me to tell. Casey Walkenhurt, the head coach of the Phoenix in 5 years. He's 74 and 39, has the team off to a strong start, and they've done a great job adjusting without losing what many would call the top player in the state. Beatty spins, but won't score it. Talked with Coach Walkenhurt before the game, and he just credits just the group of guys, the reps they've gotten together now, all the games they've played, the opportunities playing together, the chemistry they've built for being able to get off to a strong start without Chandler. Fisher drives on Beatty. Fisher spins back, waits, and it's blocked. Beatty wins it down low. They'll feed it ahead. Haskell the first to it. He soars through the lane, and another one that won't fall for Farmington. My goodness. There was a spell put on the basket that is not allowing Farmington to score here early. We'll stay 24-12 with 3:42 to go. Davis will burn a timeout. Coach Sims wants to talk things over with his guys. Both sides will do so, and then we'll return with more basketball action on KSL Sports Rewind.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Both sides struggling to score in our second quarter. 24-12 our score remains, but just 3 points in the second quarter for Farmington early on. Davis has had a little more success, but wouldn't classify it as a lot. Fisher feeds it into Morgan. Darts have done an outstanding job moving the ball, and they have scored baskets when they've needed to. Feed it up top to Atwater. Atwater surveys doubled, swings it over. Thought it was touched, but it was not, as Wicker was there. 24-12 with 3:31 to go. Johnson swings it over. First time today we've seen Ethan Harris on the floor. Harris, they're trying to get it into Beatty. Fisher doing a great job denying. Harris driving, swings it over. A fantastic pass. Wrap around to the outside. Beatty crosses over. Beatty rises. He'll get it to fall. Beautiful move by Paul Beatty. Makes it a 10-point game, just under 3 to play. Zach Fisher hands off to his cousin, Alex Fisher. Hands off to Coleman, Atwater. Atwater gets the Fisher screen, swings it back to Fisher. Fisher thought about the 3, wanted to drive on Beatty. Back in the corner to Morgan. Morgan drives in, Morgan trapped. Swing it out to Atwater. Wicker, his 3 won't fall. Larson with the board. Larson surveys, swings it over. No one picked up Atkinson in transition, but he can't make him pay. Beatty fought for the board, got the deflection off the darts. Rewarded for the effort as it'll be an extra possession for the Phoenix. Harris in the corner. Swing it out. Beatty, a lazy pass, and it's intercepted. Taken away by Wicker. Wicker was fouled. That's a tough foul. Nothing dirty about it, just a tough foul inside. Now Wicker will go to the line. How about the start for Colby Wicker in this one? He's been done a great job putting pressure on the defense. Made a 3 outside as well. Rising up in the atmosphere. I mean, this is what you love about high school basketball, right? Regular season, region matchup, packed house, tensions running high for both sides, both wanting the win. Both coaches have so much respect for each other. That was evident before the game, talking with each of them. As you see, Wicker, can he go 2 for 2? He will. Strong free throw shooting by Wicker, takes it back up to a 12-point lead. Johnson out of control, gets it to go. How about that one from Johnson? Johnson felt the contact as he was rising up and somehow able to get it in the basket. Chance to cut the lead to single digits. He can finish what he started and secure the 3-point play. It'll fall. So 26-17. The Darts lead it. Just over 2 to play. Farmington student section getting back into it. Wicker waiting. Shot clock and adjustment. These teams have had more than enough time to get it used to now. We'll see a deep outside triple. It's cash money for Alex Fisher. Big time 3 from Fisher. 29-17. But they forget about Larson in the corner. Larson can't connect. Down low, Beatty rises up and gets it in. Great job by Beatty following the miss. 29-19 with under 1:30 to go. Swing it over to Fisher. Beatty takes it away. Beatty running the floor. Doesn't see his teammates out ahead of him. Up top with it is Harris, and it's a turnover. Looks like we got a timeout by Davis while the Darts had possession before it was knocked away. 29-19 with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in our first half. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Back here inside Farmington High School. Just over a minute to go. And what has been a fantastic first half of basketball. Farmington got off to a hot start, but then really struggled for a while. Now up to 10 points for the quarter. Darts been a stronger team early to play here. Been able to make it work. They've had a couple of droughts, but they've always seemed to respond with a timely basket. And like I said earlier, just seemed to be a lid for a lot of this one for the Phoenix. Up top, let's swing it over. Morgan. He'll get it to Fisher. Under a minute to play. Shot clock at 20. Alex Fisher had it. Get it over to Zach in the corner. Fisher back with it. Alex, that is. He buries the wing triple. Big time 3 sends the Darts fans to the floor. Johnson drives, steps back, no one near him. Another one that rattles out. Can't imagine the frustrations that Farmington is feeling with how many of their shots have just seemed to rattle in and out. Shot clock turned off. 15 seconds. Wicker. Looks, Wicker drives. Wicker hangs, floats it up, it won't go. 7 seconds. Beatty's got to go. His team will have an opportunity. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Johnson didn't want to pass it. And another one that rattles in and out. Just tough break after tough break for Farmington. And we'll go into the half 32-19. It was a great start for Caden Eggett, who hit a couple threes. We saw Zach Fisher, doing work on the interior. Alex Fisher hit some threes too. Ike Morgan, everyone, Colby Wicker attacking the basket. Everyone for the Darts making it work. Beatty's been strong overall, but Haskell, Atkinson, Stuckey, and then also have to include in that Johnson. Got to be frustrated with how they've gotten great looks, just can't get them to fall. It's 9:40 on the clock till we're back with second half action. Until we are, we'll step away at the half. Once again, your halftime score between the Davis Darts and the Farmington Phoenix, 32-19. Darts in front.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Hello, everyone. Hope you had a chance to recharge at halftime as we come back to bring you the second half of Farmington taking on Davis. Darts off to a hot shooting start where they scored 21 points in that first quarter. Scored 11 in the second to give them 32. A little bit of a struggle in kind of the end of the first quarter and then towards the beginning of the second quarter. But after that, Farmington found their offense, had 9 and 10 in each, so they trailed 32-19. Biggest difference in this one early as the Darts working around. We see the three for Haskell, and it was blocked. Or excuse me, that was Wicker on the triple attempt. Driving is Fisher in the lane, and Beatty collects it. Beatty really got going late. He has 8 to lead all Farmington scores. Tied for the lead of overall scores. Johnson, another one that won't fall for him. You can tell he's getting frustrated. He could not get much in that first half for the game so far. Just 3 points. He made the only 3 of the game, or excuse me, it was actually Jaden Haskell. He finished a 3-point play to give him 3. That's the biggest difference in this one early on here, folks, is 7 for 13 from 3 for Davis. By comparison, 1 for 6 from Farmington. Eggett had a pair of them. He can't cash in there. Farmington will take over. For Davis, it's been everyone pretty much. Zach Fisher, he's got 7. Caden Eggett with 8. Colby Wicker with 8. You got Alex Fisher with 6. Looking at the opposite end, it's Paul Beatty with 8. And it's Jaden Haskell with 5. Outside of that, no one else has scored more than 3. Johnson swings in the corner. Haskell gets the defender in the air, swings it over. Wide open triple for Atkinson, who can't connect. Fight for the board. Stuckey, but he can't get the score. Another missed layup. Haskell, he'll bury it, and he's fired up, just as Farmington is. Sends the students to their feet. 32-22, that was a big-time triple. Davis shot the ball 52% from the outside, and they'll make another right on cue as Alex Fisher with the splash. 53% in that first half for Davis from 3, just 16 in the opposition for Farmington. Got to turn around. They want this one to turn around. 22-35, the difference in our score. Swing it over to Stuckey. Stuckey feeds Johnson. Johnson, shot clock at 18. Johnson spins back, tries to whip it over. Great hands by Fisher. Wow, what a play. Then running the floor, Eggett. He'll get the layup. Great job by Eggett. What a sequence for Davis. 35-22. Stuckey, corner 3. He's got it. Big time triple for Adam Stuckey. Stuckey was also a member of the Phoenix football team that had an outstanding season, making it all the way to the semifinals. That one poked away. Last touch by Johnson. Coleman Atwater comes on. Atwater checks in quickly as they take Zach Fisher out. Fisher was strong in the interior earlier. Hounded up top is Ike Morgan, who splashed a triple earlier. Off the bench, Atwater rattles out. Great hustle by Morgan, but it won't be rewarded. Morgan really wanted it. That was too close to call. So we'll stay 25-37. A 21-point first quarter once again for Davis has just been outstanding. Look at how they've been their last couple games. I mentioned those losses to Olympus and Lone Peak, but then against a couple of California teams, some Washington teams. Overall, they went 3-1 in that out-of-state stretch in which they traveled to California. Stuckey, can he get another? Too strong. Battle for the board, down low. And it'll be controlled by the Darts after it last touched a Phoenix member in Ethan Atkinson. Davis lost their most recent game to Layton, a heartbreaker, 56-54, a close one. As for Farmington, they were 3-3 in their last few games, and coming off a tough loss to Fremont. Fremont, one of the Darts' only losses last season. Coleman Atwater uses the screen. Atwater has it picked away by Stuckey. Hangs in the air for too long. Morgan had an opportunity to shot, but passed it away. Morgan, he'll take the 3. He's got it. What a sequence for Ike Morgan. My goodness. Pokes it away, passed on a layup, gets it up top, takes a 3 with defenders closing in on him, and it's straight money. Feed it down low. Beatty takes the contact. Beatty spins, has an open man in Stuckey. They'll swing it around. Rising up after the drive, bounces around, and it falls for Ethan Atkinson. 6'7" junior. Height advantage undoubtedly belongs to the Phoenix in this one. That was the one stat they really dominated in that first half, was the points in the paint, allowed them to stay within striking distance. They lead it by 13. On the drive, Zwicker. Outside, Fisher. Off the mark. Stuckey pushes it ahead. Nearly lost it. Johnson wanted to get it inside. He'll swing it over to Stuckey. Back out to Beatty. Beatty has the mismatch on Morgan. Gave it up to the wing triple for Stuckey. He won't get it to fall. 27-14. Just under 3 minutes to play. This game continues to fly by at just a fantastic, or I should even say just electric pace. It's been great basketball being played by both sides. It's been fun to watch and call. I hope all of you at home are enjoying and listening to it on KSL Sports Rewind. Fisher checks back in. See Ben Stuckey, brother. I believe twin, I should say, honestly. I actually will say Stuckey is 2 years younger. They look identical, though, I will be honest. Morgan looks, swings it out to Fisher. Alex Fisher checks in, tried to drive on Beatty, threw it off the leg of Stuckey. Controlling in transition is Atkinson. Atkinson tripped up. There'll be a blocking foul after an over-aggressive Colby Wicker stepped in his way. Johnson has it up top. Johnson cuts through. Stuckey on the drive. Stuckey going to take it all the way. It rolls in and around. The frustration's out for Farmington, but they stole it right back. Open three. Atkinson off the mark. Stuckey aggressive on the drive, but it'll be a foul on Stuckey after he swiped down and got all arm before ball. Man, I tell you what, if Farmington had gotten some of these shots that have just rimmed in and out for them to go, this would be a 2-point game, 5-point game, whatever you want to call it, but just some tough breaks. Of course, Davis could say that too for a couple of their looks, but man, as I mentioned, that lid on the basket is locked up tight. 40-27, just over 2 to play in our third quarter. Wicker up top with it, swings it over to Atwater, over to Fisher. Fisher swings it to Eggett. Eggett, Atwater gets it up, deep three, won't go. But a foul will be called on Larson on the box out. You see the frustrations coming from the Farmington bench. It's Coach Casey Walkenhurt and his team. It's a darts team that has so much production to replace, as we talked about earlier. It's not surprising to see them coming on strong, having a strong performance like this right on cue. Coleman Atwater, speaking of outstanding. Larson tries to match, but he'll miss everything. We'll have another foul on a box out. Both these teams really getting into it aggressively. Farmington student section opted for the whiteout. As for the Davis student section, they went for the camouflage look. Johnson open down low, or Larson checked that as Johnson fed him. Swing it back out to Atkinson. Beatty tripped up, somehow got it to Johnson. Johnson back up. Johnson hounded the darts everywhere defensively. Beatty top of the key, off the mark. Darts continue to put hands on him right after he shoots the shot. Maybe just a little tactic of trying to get in his head. Fisher drives, swings it up. Wide open three. Wicker, he's got it! A big time shot for Wicker. That three won't fall. It's a 19-point lead, actually, with just over a minute to play. It's another explosive quarter. It is 46-27. That three off the mark. Poked around, got it back. Fisher has it. Wicker. It's off the mark. That would have gone in. The roof would have blown off this place. 46-27, under 40 to play. Darts holding. Shot clock still on. Shot clock, game clock difference, about 7 seconds. Wicker awaited the screen. Fisher drives in, nearly has it taken away. Good hands by Ben Stuckey. Sophomore forward, 6'3". Ben made some great plays for the Farmington football team outside as a receiver this past season. Coleman Atwater. Shot clock down to 16. Atwater with it. He already buried 1-3. Looked for Fisher. Atwater gets a screen. Looks. Surveys. Eggett drives in. Stuck. Shot clock down to 6. Wicker's got to go. Fisher. He'll take it. Off the mark. 7 seconds. Larson going. Feeds it ahead to Johnson. Johnson on the drive. He'll take the contact. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. 46-27. Johnson. His first free throw falls. Coming in late, some defensive substitution as well. Bennett Wright coming on, as does Ike Morgan. Return. And that free throw rattles in 2 for Johnson. 2.8 to go. It's enough time to get a shot off. They'll feed it in. Full court heave. Just short. 29-46. Another outstanding quarter for the Davis Darts as they dominate it from the outside. Doing their thing. They're up 46-29 as we shift into the fourth on KSL Sports Rewind.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 3 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high quality.
1 quarter, all that separates from the Davis Darts from their first region win of the year. Mentioned, they already suffered a loss earlier in the week when they took on Layton. That one a close heartbreaker. Both sides battling back and forth in this one, but it's been the hot shooting of Farmington that has continued to make them play after play. They really got going during that stretch. It was a 14-point quarter for them overall. They've had 11, 14, and of course the big 21-point first quarter, what really blew this one open. The Phoenix got to get hot from outside. They've really struggled to hit. They give it to Haskell. Beatty sets the screen. Beatty on the roll. Has the mismatch inside. They'll try to feed it in. Battle around. Beatty controls it. Excellent control by Beatty, and he'll finish it at the rim. Beatty, not 1 but 2 defenders on top of him. It don't matter. Beatty made it look easy. (46-31). Phoenix cutting into that deficit. They got a long way to go, but it's got to start somewhere. Beatty splashes it in. 33-46. Or excuse me, 32-46. Coach Walkenhurt turns to the pressure. Put in a fresh defender too in Ethan Harris. Harris played a little bit in the second, but we didn't see much of him. Inside, strong move. How about that from Caden Eggett? Gives up 4 inches to Beatty, but it doesn't matter. Morgan on the grab. Telling Eggett he has to get back over so he didn't get the foul. How about we've seen Eggett and Fisher scoring inside. Speaking of Fishers, he's checking back in for Bennett Wright. Larson takes it in, brings it over to Stuckey. Stuckey drives, hounded. Swings it to Haskell. Haskell has it up top. Stuckey inside, kicks it out. Larson, it's money. Big time triple for the junior guard. Farmington keeping on the pressure, 35-48, 13 points the difference. .640 to go. Alex Fisher with it up top, swings it over to Eggett. Eggett back up top, over to Atwater. Atwater at the rim, scores it in! High finish on the floater. Lead back up to 15. Stuckey inside, gets it down low. Strong interior defense leads to a wide open corner three for Larson. Can't go 2 for 2, but the board collected by Beatty. Beatty powers his way in, and he's going back to the line. Size of Beatty really becoming a problem for Davis. Unfortunately for the Phoenix, as they start to really take advantage of that mismatch, they're behind 15. Beatty heads to the line, 6:14 to go. Phoenix really could have used that three, but they'll settle for 2 free throws. Beatty splashes in the first. Take the lead back down to 13. Beatty wants to do it. Will he? Nope, too strong. Remain a 14-point game. Larson defending Morgan. Morgan swings it over to Wicker. Wicker, who's been outstanding tonight. Really, it's been a great performance by the Darts. Ben Stuckey, not a fan of that foul call. Darts looking around, feeding into Fisher. Fisher spins off, squeezes it over to Atwater. Up top, Fisher. Off the mark. That one taken away. Physical on both sides. You can see Morgan and Coach Sims both giving it to one of the officials. Thought there should have been a whistle. Just under 6 to play at 5:52 in this one. Haskell shooting the 1-and-1. Been 8 fouls committed by the Darts in this one. Farmington just 4. Haskell won't get it to fall. Another one that rims in and out. Morgan gets it. Hounded by Harris. They get it across. Atwater looks around. Swings it to Wicker. Shot clock down to 20. Morgan, corner. Off the mark. Collected. Got some teammates open. Johnson couldn't get it to him in time. Haskell drives in. Throws in the corner, but it wasn't there. Wicker with a fantastic defense for the steal. Let's throw it up. Atwater. Off the mark. Harris running the floor. They don't see it. Johnson decides to take it himself. Harris in the corner working around. BD wanted it up top. Instead, they swing it all the way over to Haskell. Haskell wants to get it in, but great zone, great help defense we're seeing. Seen that a couple times. It's not as much a zone, more so just a help defense. Good job by the Darts from really doing their best to take Beatty out of this game. Beatty's had a strong game, I should say, but just in those key moments, they've made it hard on him by having 2 in the paint. Fisher drives. Morgan with it. They'll work it over. The triple. Wicker, you bet! He's got it! Beatty up top. Just over 4 to play. 36-53. Haskell drives in, spins, and cashes in. 38-53. Fisher brings it forward. Swing it over to Morgan. Morgan on the handoff to Atwater. Atwater up top. Swings it back. Fisher has it baseline. Fisher thinking about taking Beatty instead. Waits for Morgan to come over. Morgan drives. Morgan stuck. Swings it out. Alex Fisher on the drive. The finger roll won't fall. Just over 3:30 to go. Harris attacking. Harris looking. Gets it inside. Down low, it's Beatty. Beatty rises up. Won't connect. Follows it for the board. Beatty tries to go through, but a foul. The Farmington big man heading back to the line. Beatty came in to this one with 183 points. .325 to go. Beatty. Agate subs in for Colby Wicker. .39.53 with 3:25 to go. Beatty. Paul Beatty can't connect on that one, so we'll go 1 for 2 at the line. Phoenix have not been able to cash in on a lot of their free throws in this one. They shot just 40% from the line in the first half. Can't imagine that's gotten a lot better since. Atwater waiting on the screen. He'll kick it in the corner. Fisher, he got the three. Fisher finishes off what could be chance at a 4-point play, not for him, but one of the teammates fouled. And they'll count it. Davis fired up about it. Ike Morgan really shaken up after he got the brunt of the Phoenix defender, just tried to run right through him on that screen. And because of it, so they'll count the basket, so it's 56-39, and Davis will retain possession. What a sequence for the Darts. Kind of feels like that exclamation mark on an astounding region win. And Stuckey with another push. Although they'll say Stuckey trying to argue it was a flop that time. It's Adam Stuckey. Ethan Harris checks out. Atwater surveys, looking. He's got to get it in. Just throws it up. Egan nearly mossed Adam Stuckey for it. Look at Stuckey for another foul, and looks like that's it for Stuckey as he fouled out. You can see the frustrations for Farmington. That is 5 on Stuckey. Everyone in the building who's for Farmington giving it to the official. So Stuckey's got to sub out. And it'll be Adam Stuckey subbing out, and Ben Stuckey will return. Frustrating outing for Farmington. Just couldn't get the shots to fall. Some great looks, but just, as I mentioned, just couldn't get them to fall. I mean, rattled in and out. Free throws, layups, three-pointers. Just wasn't their day from the outside. Sometimes the shots don't fall, and I think that's what you look at this one for Coach Walkenhurt. Davis has shot it unbelievably from three, and they've just wanted it more in opportunities, too. They get a rebound there. Coach Sims wisely burns a timeout. 3:02 to go, 56-39. Darts well in command at Farmington.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated, at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front. SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
Davis student section fired up. They're giving it to Farmington student section right now. Appreciate all of you who joined us this evening for some high school basketball in the state of Utah on KSL Sports Rewind, your home to high school basketball coverage all season long. That one taken away, so after all those fouls and everything, it'll be a steal. And Stuckey is fouled hard by Fisher, and he's going to be shaken up. Fisher going up for the block, but just made tough contact on Stuckey. That being Ben Stuckey, who tried to get the transition layup off the Cole Johnson steal. 2:57 to play, 56-39. Stuckey, too strong on the first free throw. An outstanding effort for Davis today. Zach Fisher got it done inside, made a couple of threes outside. Alex Fisher been money from the outside. Caden Eggett got him off to a hot start. Has been an outstanding defense on Beatty, although Beatty has had a very good game in his own right. They've just done a good job limiting him by doubling in the paint with a good job fronting by Eggett. Ike Morgan also provided outstanding defense, hit a couple threes, put his body on the line. Colby Wicker been outstanding, as has Coleman Atwater off the bench. Stuckey. That one won't fall. 0 for 2 at the line. Score remains 56-39. Davis brings it forward. Morgan swings it over to Fisher. Inside, offensive foul. Going to see Carter Nordquist checking in for the first time. As they're taking out Paul Beatty. Beatty, an outstanding night, the junior 6'7" forward. Did everything he could to try to get his team to win, but it wasn't enough. Can shoot it inside and outside, and you could tell Coach Sims made it a priority to take him away. And although he was able to eat and find some opportunities, especially off the offensive glass, it was never easy for him. And it hasn't been easy for Farmington all night long, and that's a huge credit to Coach Sims and the defense by the Darts. Johnson just throws it up there, but was contacted first. Have some more free throws. Game slowed down a little bit in the fourth, not surprisingly. So there is no love lost between these two sides in terms of fan bases. You can tell the programs between Coach Walkenhurt and Coach Sims have a ton of respect for one another. Colby Wicker back on for Davis after they took out Alex Fisher, who's had an outstanding night, the senior. Get it into Atwater. Both free throws were money, so make it 41-56. Have the foul committed on the sideline by Ethan Harris. Foul totals up to over 10 now for the Darts, and Farmington at 8. So we still got the 1-1 going for Atwater. 2:16 to go, 56-41. Davis going to get their first region win. They were 500 coming into this one, as we see a little bit of push in there from Stuckey and Fisher. First free throw money. (57-41) with 2:16 to go. Let's see, officials talking over with Harris now. Not sure what his offense was. Coach Walkenhurt and the refs talking it over. I'm not sure what the issue is, honestly. Just a couple talking, maybe about the physicality, the pushing here, the play, with 2:16 to go. Either way. After a win here, Davis will improve to over 500. They'll go to 7-6 on the season, improve to 1-1 in region play. And Farmington, after a strong 8-3 start, going to suffer their second region loss in just as many games. Atwater checks out. Zach Fisher checks back. Alex Fisher checks back in with 2:15. On the drive, it's Johnson. Squeezes past Fisher and finishes. Just over 2 to play, and we're going to see a timeout from Davis. 2:06 to go. We'll take one as well. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind.
all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care.
58-43 as we correct our scoreboard. Will hopefully be the last time tonight. Apologies to all of you for some of those delays. As I mentioned earlier, really I've just been caught up in outside of the fourth quarter. I mean, we have been flying by out here at Farmington High School. Both teams flying up and down like we got a bunch of road runners out there, basically. Atwater gets it. The pressure really on for Farmington. Wicker surveys it, tries to get it over. It's taken away. Nice steal. Johnson gets contact, and he'll finish it. One might not be over just yet, folks. Hold on. 45-58. I mean, they need 12 still, but could just be 11 if they finish the three-point play. Johnson's been a frustrating outing for most of the night, but a chance for another three-point play here. He's got it. 46-58. Farmington defense fired up. Atwater zips one over to Morgan. Morgan feeds it ahead to Fisher. Fisher zips it in the corner to his cousin. Atwater holds it. Dart's going to dribble it out. Atwater surveys, crosses, nearly loses his footing. Morgan up top. Atwater back with it. Shot clock down to 5. Atwater driving. Floater. Won't fall. Then Stuckey with the rebound. Throw it ahead to Johnson. Johnson zips one over. Corner triple. Larson. It's good! Braden Larson. Big cojones on the shot. 49-58. It's a 9-point game. Only a minute 17 to go. But as has been said, anything is possible. Stay with us on KSL Sports Rewind. Could have a great finish brewing for you here at Farmington High.
Offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
It all starts with a smile. To show you.
Phoenix starting to soar here late, and they're making the Darts sweat a little bit. Strong stand on defense. They've had back-to-back three-point plays. The first one was the foul and the free throw. Last one was a nice step-back three by Larson. See what Coach Sims drew up. Had Atwater open for a moment. Thought they got to get it in. That's a 5 count. Oh, my goodness. And Coach Sims frustrated as you can see had Atwater open deep. I guess he just didn't want to throw it. Let's see, call Beatty come back in. Wow, what a stunning turnaround we're seeing right now. Look, it's still a 9-point game, so we need some more threes. And we got to hold on Fisher. That's free throws, easy shots. 117. The timeout was called by Coach Sims. The Phoenix are going back for more points with no time running off the clock. Coleman Atwater checking back in. 58-49. Phoenix need 'em. First one falls. Finally a bounce that goes Farmington's way. You can feel the exhale of the Phoenix watching that one roll around and seeing it drop. Coach Sims' team got the 5-second violation. We'll see if they can get it in. But first, the ever so crucial 3-throw. Larson, money! Larson's got 5 points in the last, let's call it 2 seconds. Since after he scored that triple, there was the timeout. 51-58. It's the closest the game has been since the first quarter. Farmington back into it. Davis trying to keep their players engaged. Wicker's got to get it in. Morgan with it, trapped. Wicker has it now. Wicker fouled. Got Larson for the arm. Larson can't believe it. Free throws coming the way of the Darts. Wicker taken to the line. We'll see Alex Fisher check back in. I cannot imagine Coach Sims is going to be happy with how his team has closed this game, but they should still be able to hold on to a win after a free throw there. Although 112 seems like an eternity after we saw Farmington score, 7 points in what felt like 15 seconds? Wicker can't connect on the second free throw, 51-59. Farmington's got to go quick. Up top, on the drive, Haskell. Was he fouled? He wasn't. On the follow, it's Johnson. What is happening inside Farmington? It's a 6-point game with a minute to go. My goodness, what a follow by Johnson. 59-53, Phoenix fired up.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
This was a 46-27 point game in the second half. That 19-point lead seemed insurmountable for Farmington. Missed shots. Oh, so many of them at the free throw line. All these ones that just rattled out. The ball just wasn't bouncing their way. How can they get back into it? With outstanding defense and effort. They have been the aggressors in the fourth quarter, and they have a chance at an outstanding comeback. A little bit of confusion on the Davis side. Atwater gets it over. Fisher has it. He misses Morgan wide open down low. And Beatty decides to foul Fisher. He'll send him to the line. 53-59 with 49 seconds to go. Kind of a decision there if you want to foul or not. I mean, there were 25 seconds still left on the shot clock, so would have gotten it back with a little less, under 30. Either way, you would have had a foul eventually, whether on this trip or the next you need. Got to have Fisher miss the free throws if you're from Farmington. Fisher, ice in his veins. Money all day. Fisher at the line. He's got it. 61-53, 8-point game. Farmington got to go. It's Larson. He's had the hot hand the last minute or so. Johnson has a look at a three. Johnson takes it and makes it! A 4-point play opportunity incoming! Johnson, how do you do? Wow! Oh my goodness, unbelievable. The Phoenix soaring in the fourth. 56-61, Davis making subs. Johnson just threw up a prayer with the defender in his face and buried it, plus the foul. A chance to make it a 4-point game. The turnaround has just been unbelievable for Farmington. I mean, Really seemed like we were cruising to a nice Davis 10-point win. I already said Davis's record early on. That a critical miss. It was tipped out, but not for Farmington. So a tough miss there. It'll stay a 6-point game. Or excuse me, not a 6-point game. It'll stay a 5-point game. 56-61. We'll throw it in. Morgan's got it. Morgan, you can see, put hands on him. Larson with the foul on Morgan. 38 seconds remain. Ike Morgan going to the line. Morgan, the junior guard, averaged just 2 points a game. He's exceeded that tonight. Provided some strong shooting and defense for this Davis team. Now, biggest free throws of the night on the line for Morgan. Farmington section loud, but on the opposite end. Morgan connects on the first. 62-56. Davis led by 19. The lead was trimmed down to 5. It's now back up to 6. To make it a 7-point difference would be really tough for Farmington to overcome that, but they've done crazier things to even be in this position. Morgan. It rattles in. Another bounce goes the way of the Darts. And that's been a theme all game long. 63-56. Open triple. Drive, actually. They'll take the layup that time as Carter Nordquist decides to pump fake and then drive. So 58-63. Got a 30-second timeout. We'll just stay here. Ethan Harris check in. Nordquist didn't even play in the first half. The junior forward, 6'1", making it with a big-time quick score, I'll add. You know, Farmington was thinking 3, but was able to settle for the quick shot instead at the rim. 58-63. It's a 5-point game. Farmington really could use a steal here. The shot clock will be turned off the rest of the way. I believe there's just 30 seconds remaining. Either way, it's under 30. Both these sides lost some of the state's top players and are both delivering a regular season classic, I'll call it. I mean, I feel lucky just to be out here. As I mentioned, my first call of the season. This has been incredible. Can't thank all of you enough for joining us on KSL Sports Rewind. We appreciate your support of high school athletics coverage across the state of Utah, and especially as it relates to basketball right now. And what a good one you are witnessing. It's been an exciting Friday night for all of us. We got the chance to watch it. Everyone here in attendance. It's an outstanding atmosphere. This has been amazing, and we'll see how it concludes as we got 30 seconds left. 30.7 seconds to go. Morgan running the sideline, out of bounds. Morgan looking. They'll feed it in. Get it to Egan. Egan, doubled. Egan looking for anyone. Flips it over to Atwater. It's a 3-on-1 opportunity, and Atwater fouled by Johnson. Tough break there for the Phoenix. They almost had the steal, but a great play by Egan. Drove that one ahead. Atwater with a chance to make this a 9-point game. They'll connect on the first. Coach Sims putting all his guys back. Atwater, the second rattles out, 24-second, Farmington's gotta go. Johnson swings it over. Beatty can't get it to fall. Good rebound down low. Johnson, quick fire triple. He was fouled again, but they didn't call it. Beatty off his hands. Davis has got it. And the Darts are gonna hold on for the win. What a scare the Phoenix gave them late. But Davis will be going back to the line. 58-64 with 11.6 to go. What a performance by Farmington. You can hear Davis, the student section, hitting the I believe we just won. First free throw for Atwater falls. This, for the second, really the first 3 quarters, this had the makings of like a 16-point game. Second and third, it was kind of a teetering on 20. Another miss for Atwater. Either way, the lead up to 9. Johnson nearly lost it. Actually, it was Larson who lost it. Johnson just had to throw something up. no foul. Time will expire. Davis flips it in the air. They don't care. They just got to win. 65-58. What a performance by the Darts, closing it out late. There was a scare by Farmington. Tons of credit to the performance by the Phoenix as they're able to get it done. The Darts able to get it done. Phoenix nearly surviving the comeback. What a performance by Coach Chad Sims and his team to shave off what would have been an immaculate comeback by head coach Casey Walkenhurt and his team, who's got to hold their heads high for how they fought late. In the end, it was just those three-pointers early on. The difference in threes was 7-1 in terms of outside production. That was what built the lead up too much in that first half. The third quarter was more the same. The Darts leading by 19. Eventually, Farmington didn't quit. Braden Larson stayed aggressive, made plays for the Farmington Phoenix. Cole Johnson came alive late. Adam and Ben Stuckey provided strong defense. Of course, Paul Beatty a presence all game long, but got to give credit to the Darts where it's due in this 65-58 win. They'll improve to 7-6 on the season. Farmington goes to 8-4. For Farmington, Colby Wicker, Coleman Atwater, sensational. Zach Fisher, Alex Fisher, Caden Eggett, and of course Ike Morgan with some strong defense late too. An outstanding team win for the Darts as they close it out 65-56. The Darts vanquish the Phoenix. I'm JT Wistersill. Thank you for tuning in to KSL Sports Game Night Live Rewind. Have a fantastic Friday night.